Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone here. Thank you very much for still joining in Cerita dari Seberang. And I'm immensely happy today that I have been achieved for 19 episodes. So today I would like to talk with my senior when I was in the university. She is actually my senior and she is very incredible. So today we would like to talk about the master degree, why she had a master degree, like two master degree from Indonesia and also Poland. It will be something very interesting because this time is actually the time that I'm waiting for so long, and I am immensely happy that I finally happy to have this opportunity to talk with Mbak Megha Niswa Mahroja, and she is absolutely incredible, and I love to have this opportunity and finally I can talk with her today in this afternoon. So buat teman-teman semua, saya mengucapkan selamat menunaikan ibadah puasa. Udah gak nyangka sekali, udah hampir 3 minggu kita berpuasa dan finally we will end for the hari kemenangan Idul Fitri, which happen in 1 minggu berikutnya atau hari Kamis pastinya. So teman-teman semua, I would like to invite Mbak Megha. Okay, wait. Wait. So if you guys have such comments or maybe will join with us in talk or asking question, please give me such question. Wait. Nah, I hope that I finally can invite her. She is very busy, and finally I have opportunity with Eka. Okay, Eka.
Okay, Evan. Hello, how are you? Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm sorry for something that I need to fix something before.
Yeah, that's okay.
Biasa emak-emak.
That's okay. And it also become my question to you about emak-emak. So maybe in this in another chapter. So all of you guys, I would like to introduce to you who is Mbak Megha. Mbak Megha Niswa Mahroja is actually my senior when I was in the university. She graduated from Brawijaya University for major international relations. But I don't really want to mention about the year, because that's actually very sensitive and not important for us to know about the year. And after
But we
that,
still looks young.
we still
But we
look young.
still
Okay.
young, yeah.
And then another opportunity, I have seen her journey to become lecture assistant in Brawijaya University too, and finally she can pursue her dream to continue master degree level in Indonesia University with the similar major international relations. And something that I quite shocked that finally she can came to Poland to also pursue for the master degree. So she achieved for the two master degree levels, guys. It's very incredible, and I just really want to know more. I want to know more about this. But one thing that I would like to deliver today, we want to deliver in English because we want this usefulness can be grabbed by the larger society. We don't really want to mention only particular for Indonesian people, but we also want to get such like this larger people who get this kind of the usefulness. Mbak Egha, is there any connection? Oh, okay. Mbak Egha has such a trouble connection, but we would like to invite her again. Wait. Okay.
Okay, pardon me, my connection is still like
Okay.
over.
Mbak Egha,
Okay.
before we continue, I would like to say thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. I know that you are very and absolutely busy, and you still have a time to talk with me like about 45 to an hour today. Thank you. And I'm immensely happy that I have this opportunity because it has been so long that I really want to request you as my speaker here.
But I'm really happy that you invite me to here. But I like to share to people to other friends, and it's like mini reunion. Like yeah, I feel like
Yeah, yeah.
I'm back to the old time that meet you. It's really nice.
Okay. Baika, so what's going on there?
In why I got my second master degree.
No, no. I mean, like, what's
Huh?
going on there? I mean, how are you there?
Oh, sorry. I'm good. And then now I'm in Mataram
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
still enjoying Ramadan. And I hope everybody will be still healthy in this situation.
Yep.
We are everyone in hard situation, but I hope we still um, can struggle, can fight for this, and it will be like we will pass this situation
Okay.
soon.
I mean. Anyway, since when you came back from Poland but to Lombok?
At the end of the year,
At the
because
end,
the
oh, it's
situation the last year, yeah,
okay.
like the situation is really crowded when the coronavirus is very high
Mm-hmm.
range in Poland.
Yeah.
But the the problem that why I have to come back because my husband can go back to Poland and my kids really miss his daddy. We take
Okay.
apart is almost like 10 months. So we
Yep.
decided to, and then the school is going to everything is online, and I think that it's
Mm-hmm.
better that we come back to Indonesia and join with the family. It's better for us. So that's
Okay.
why I decided to back to Indonesia.
But Baika just graduated in November 2020, right?
Yeah. I graduated
Okay. So
in the
your
September.
study
Yeah.
is actually your study is actually end, right?
Yeah, my study actually,
Ah.
and but I have another plan to stay in Europe to
Mm-hmm.
find another work as research assistant or continue my PhD there. But
Mm-hmm.
I need to consider many things. Like I have
Yep.
a family, and I think that there is an opportunity to work here. And then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I decided to back to Indonesia and finding my PhD maybe
PhD.
next
Okay.
year or next year.
Wow. So guys, for your
And
information, as for your information, actually Baeka is incredible, amazing. I don't know, it's incredible and amazing. She is actually very multi-talented. She is a lecturer. She also a full-time mother with two children, and
yeah.
then she also entrepreneur. She also writer, and I don't know when I read your resume, but and I was absolutely blown away from my mind. Like, are you serious that you are doing all of this? Like, oh my God, that's very incredible. So
Thank
anyway,
you.
Baika, from your from your current condition, now you are living in Lombok, and you still continue to become lecturer in Mataram University or what?
Yeah. I'm
Uh,
continuing some lecture in Mataram University, and I
mm-hmm.
told migration because
Uh,
my thesis in Poland is about migration crisis. So I'm interested about those issues since I bachelor degree in Broad University. I wrote about
yep.
Indonesian migrant workers, so that I continue my interest issues.
Yeah.
How
Wow.
about you, Van?
Okay.
How are you? It's a
I'm good.
very
I'm good
long
here.
time to see, and I saw
Yeah.
that
As I said
you're really
before, as I said before, I actually had opportunity to went to go abroad in the last
yeah.
year, but unfortunately because of COVID-19 issues, so I too and I work remotely. And right now, I'm still pursuing for the master degree scholarship, and I hope that this year will be something that I'm waiting for to be finally end.
I hope that you will got the opportunity. That,
Okay.
but everyone has their own time.
Yep. Yep.
Everyone has their own time.
Yeah.
You got another opportunity working in international issues that is
Mm.
also great. That's not only study is only one part of achievement, but you have got many achievements. I
Yep.
think that.
Okay, Vaika, so we would like to talk about your education side first. Before
Okay.
I'm really curious about the power of mama, but maybe in the end we would like to talk about that. So about your education side, I read from your resume that from all your university since the bachelor degree until the master degree, all of them are funded by the scholarship. And I would like to say congratulations. That was actually incredible. And I'm so curious, Maika, when you were in the university in the bachelor degree, and then you achieve like GPA like so I don't know like what can I say like so big on your GPA, and you are also a part of a mahasiswa berprestasi at that time, and then you focus on a lot of organizations. When you were in the bachelor degree, did you already plan to go to master degree, or did you already plan to have like, okay, I really want to be like the lecturer, or I really want to focus as what else or something like that?
Yeah. Since I bachelor that I have a
Mm-hmm.
plan to be a lecturer because I don't know I like uh, academic environment like working in campus make me
Mm-hmm.
feel like feeling young, like meeting new people
Uh,
and discussing about interest issue that I don't know that since I bachelor I plan to become a lecturer and I don't have any idea to working it MNCs or BUMN something like that.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I have another mind to consider that maybe I can work in international NGO, but uh,
Ah,
I plan since I was in the fourth semester in bachelor. I plan to
yep.
prepare my master degree. Um,
Uh-huh.
uh, I apply many times for scholarship since sixth semester.
Yep.
I
Mm-hmm.
got opportunity to Turkey. I got opportunity for Turkey scholarship, but the
Uh-huh.
situation unfortunately is not really good.
Yep.
At the time is like Syrian conflict, something like that. That's
Yep.
why
Yep.
my mother is banned me to go to there. So
Mm-hmm.
that why I got opportunity like scholarship at university in Indonesia, that I
Mm-hmm.
continue my study there. So
Okay.
yeah, I prepare for that.
Mm-hmm. So, why you choose Indonesia University instead of Gajah Mada or Pajajaran University, Mbak?
Mm, in my opinion, in my personal
Yeah,
opinion,
yeah, in your personal.
living in Jakarta is much more challenging than
Ah,
living in Jogja or Malang.
yeah.
Uh,
Mm,
and then the opportunity to get access to government, to international
mm,
organization, it's
mm.
much more wider than other cities because it's the
Yeah,
capital
sure.
city of Indonesia.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Based on my experience at the study in University of Indonesia, it's
Mm,
very easy to me to find like a opportunity to become to get opportunity to engage with like international organizations like IUN,
mm,
AUSAID, or COICA, Korean International Agency, and
yeah.
then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then I got the opportunity to become part-time lecturer at
Yeah.
Polytechnic University. I
Okay.
think, yeah, I taught international classes.
Uh-huh.
They have MOU with Asia University in Malaysia.
Mm-hmm.
So like I teach them about international Asian studies and international entrepreneurship. So like many opportunity. I think that I will got much more opportunity if I living in Jakarta and the
Yep.
access is much
Sure.
more. Yeah.
Okay. Mm. That's
Pardon,
good
Eva, where are
reason.
you live now? You still in Malang or
Yeah, I'm
at
still in
your
Malang, in my
yeah.
hometown. Yeah. So, Baika, after you graduated in Indonesia University in 2015, yeah, in July
Yeah.
2015, and you have such three gap year before you continue to another level of the master degree level. So,
Yeah.
what was going on at that time after you graduate from the university?
Mm, honestly, I want to continue my PhD, but
Mm-hmm.
after researching and studying about PhD, it's not really, in my opinion,
Yeah. Mm.
like it's not really easy to become a PhD student if you don't have uh, I want to get PhD abroad, so I want to
Mm-hmm.
prepare myself. I think that I'm not ready yet for the PhD.
Mm-hmm.
If I
Mm-hmm.
have like maybe my English skills and then how to adaptation in new environment. So
Yeah.
I there is opportunity from the government of West Nusa Tenggara, and I became the first one of the first people who go there, first batch.
Wow.
So that why that's the scholarship is only I apply for now, and the student is really short time, like it's only a month when I
Uh-huh.
apply, then I go to Poland. Like
Wow.
you got it or not. So like I want to apply for PhD, but they say that there is no PhD program for now because
Yeah.
we only batch
Mm.
one. So if you
Yeah.
want to get that, got it or leave it. Like okay, it's this opportunity is really like no okay. I think this is the time. So I took the scholarship and go there for
Okay.
Poland.
Back then, Baika, when you were in the Indonesian University, I ever met you in the department in Brawijaya University, and I ever asked you why Baika didn't pursue for the similar part of the scholarship like Aziz, which is Aziz pursued for the Fulbright at that
Uh,
time, and then
yeah,
why
yeah.
you choose like Indonesian University with your friends with Kak Wisnu and the others. And then I still remember at that time you gave me such a value statement like this. Evan, because I take Indonesia University instead of others. I mean, like I know for sure that it will enlarge my networks in Indonesia, in Jakarta, and it might have such many probabilities for me to go abroad after this. I'm sure that in Indonesia University, I also can join in many international conference or international
Mm.
event or something like that. I still remember at that time. So the thing that we pursue for this is actually the value. If you still understand about the value of yourself, and I'm sure that there will be a way for you to go on after that.
I forgot that I said that to you, Evan.
I remember when you
Am I
said
said
this
that?
one. Oh my god. Okay, okay,
Okay,
okay.
okay. Yeah, thank you, Evan, for remembering me. Yeah, yeah. In at University Indonesia, especially Department of International Relations at University
Uh-huh.
Indonesia, very engaged with Japan study program.
Mm-mm.
Japan
Mm-mm.
study, like yeah, much more of many lecturer from University Indonesia is graduate from Japan. So like
Mm-mm.
when I became I got opportunity as a lecturer assistant for bachelor at University of Indonesia, and then we got we did some research with Japan Foundation,
Mm-mm.
JICA, pardon me. And then
Oh, okay.
it's very interesting when I go to as a lecturer assistant at bachelor
Mm-mm.
degree. We have four students from Korea who got ordinary class.
Ah,
They join in regular classes, and
yeah.
they yeah that's a great opportunity to me like feeling international. feeling like it's not it doesn't have you doesn't have to go abroad, but you can get many opportunity there. But
Okay.
yeah,
Baik,
if I
so
may add,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
if I may add, like my why I go to why I took the opportunity to go to Poland.
Mm-mm.
I think it's not only to develop my own skills, like
Uh-uh.
but as a lecturer, I got very big opportunity to know how the international classes manage, how the
Mm.
curriculum, and then I can learn from the lecturer how they manage their class, how to handle the student, and
Ah, I see.
as a
Okay.
lecturer, I can learn about that because if I took like PhD classes, it's much
Yeah,
more research, so I
yeah.
can get opportunity to learn how they teach for the
Ah,
students so that I can
yeah, that's correct.
implement it the value to my student when I back to here.
Okay, okay. So, Baika, when you graduated at 2015 from the Indonesian University, and you continue to teach in Mataram University at that time,
Yeah.
and then you build what I can say, you build such entrepreneur. What can you tell me about your entrepreneurship, Mbak? Such a little bit, maybe.
Okay.
This name
Honestly, it's
is PKBM Puncang Hijau West Lombok West Nusa Tenggara Indonesia. Manage
uh,
program about
yeah,
women empowerment. Yeah.
yeah. Even like in Lombok, we are the second or third larger exporter for migrant worker from Lombok, and mm the migration issues is really we still struggle to manage this problem because it's many women migrant women got like many problem during their work there because much more of them working in domestic level.
Mm-mm,
So my
mm-mm.
institution is much more soft skill education to
Uh-huh.
develop their own skill. We got their soft skill education to support there to become entrepreneurs. They don't have any job.
Mm-mm,
They don't have any job, or
mm-mm.
maybe her husband going abroad to work, so they have a very low. They have a like low
Grant
economic conditions, so we
that you
support
mean?
them to become. Pardon me?
Is it migrant worker?
Yes, migrant worker.
Ah, I
So
see.
much many of them are returner migrant worker. Returner. They don't go
Ah,
back.
ah,
So sometimes people who go back to Indonesia cannot manage their money when they work there.
yep.
So like their economic conditions still like there, like in Malang, in Sumber Pucung, that many cases of that.
Yeah.
So we support them to develop their um, uh, willingness to become entrepreneur and support them to to distribute their product and give them soft skill education to like literacy education, like something like that.
Ah, I see, I see, I see. Okay, that PK PKPM still running until right now, right, Mbak?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah,
Now,
that's good.
now we still have a few program with Ministry of Education,
Uh-uh.
and then we focus on soft skill education in rural area,
Uh-uh.
like, and then until now we have like, and at the last 2 months we got um, training during the COVID. We got
Mm-mm.
training to women to make a mask, reusable mask for people,
Uh-uh.
and then we got funding from like a job from governor program thousand mask program during the COVID, and we
Uh-huh.
support them as we hire them as an employee to support them like work opportunity, business opportunities, something like that.
Wow, congratulations, like was amazing. Ah, so I'm still amazed on your work. But anyway, Baika, if I can mention on your experience before, like you empower women in Lombok, Nusa Tenggara Barat, and then it's actually relates into the gender and equality, right? Gender
Yeah.
equality or something like that. But why in your master degree level student, your master degree level, you took international, what is it? International peace and conflict studies. How come?
Yeah.
And then now you also become the lecturer for the international and economy politics. Is it right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
can you tell me about this? I'm very curious.
Like sometimes become a lecturer, you doesn't need to be more what to say like uh fanatic with one of issues
One,
because
yeah, yeah.
not you don't have to very fanatic with one issues because now in the global issues is everything is multiply. There's like cross issues like uh, after studying about international peace and conflict
Mm,
studies.
mm,
To be honest, like when I choose the program is I choose the program because it's the university and then the government is like have a cooperation. But
uh,
after studying those programs that I know, international peace and conflict studies, we also learn about the gender issues is a part of those. So
mm,
and migration is a part of uh, studying about peace and conflict is
yeah.
not only about war, not only
War.
about conflict, but
Mm,
now in the new era we learn about modern conflict is much more like
mm,
poverty issues, democracy issues is a part of is part of the uh, our studies there. And then I
okay.
focus is about if you can in Galton triangle, if you maybe remember, there is a
Mm,
positive piece and negative piece. So the positive piece is more likely about war and etc. And negative piece is
mm,
like gender issues, and then it's about poverty and
yeah.
economic and so we can learn. It's not only about conflict, but we learn about many global issues. But why I talk in political economy because at
Mm,
university in Indonesia, my
uh,
specification is of
uh,
international political economy.
okay, I see. So,
So
Baika,
like
I want to know the reason why you choose Poland instead of others.
Poland. Um, Personally, I'm not choose Poland, but choose maybe Poland choose me to go there.
Really?
No. Like because our government already have uh, cooperation with
Oh,
the
cooperation. Yeah.
university at Poland. So the
Uh,
scholarship, the first batch scholarship, sent to Poland. But I'm
I
really
see.
grateful that I'm there
Mm,
because maybe I think that I'm I I'm I I'm the first person who go the first no what to say like um Poland is not really popular, right,
yeah,
to study, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
I can open the way to other
yeah,
people, uh, especially in my hometown or my college in Indonesia,
yeah. Mm,
to know more about Poland. So there are
yep.
many interesting things that we can learn there. So
Sure,
like
sure.
I remember Jack must say that you don't have to be the best, but you only need to be the first.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah.
good.
So I decided to be the first. No, I don't have to be the best, but I decided to be the first one. Like
Yeah.
maybe I the first one student mom there, if I may say from
Okay.
yeah, I'm the first student mom there from Indonesia, and then I can share my story to the other friends.
uh,
And then Poland has if you search with the Google data, Poland has five
mm,
or seven quality of education in Europe
yeah.
because the standard of
Yeah.
education is quite high. And then
Yeah.
because it's an EU, like we have equal standard, so it like you study in Poland that you can study. You are a Europe student and you get the same opportunity with other Europe student.
Yep.
And I
Yep.
think it's much more wider opportunity because
Yep.
there is not too much people in the Indonesian student in Poland. So like
Mm.
the competition is not really high than other student Indonesian student in
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Netherlands and etc.
Yeah. 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 If we all know, yeah, but maybe our colleague or our friends always pursue for like UK, Netherlands,
Yeah.
Germany, which is like the mainstream for the countries in Europe. And then when I knew that you were studying in Poland, which is this is like the exotic country in the uh, East Europe,
Yeah.
and the history of the Poland is actually very poor, which is like, yeah, we know the Poland is quite is something is a country that relates into the Islamic history and also the Catholic history, which is the church and mass is also become the something that very essential in that country. And then we know that Poland, Romania, Turkey has like aligned to have such a similar history or something like that. So, Becca, in Poland, I would like to know about the positive sides first before the negative sides. Oh my God, the positive sides. What thing that make you interest when you were living in the Poland?
In Poland, the first thing very interesting is about uh, the living cost is quite cheap,
Uh
I
huh.
think. It's
Yeah.
quite
Yeah.
similar with Jakarta, if like, but it's depend on the people, like,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I may say, it's quite cheap than other country in Europe, and we got high quality of uh, living quality standard is like same
Mm-hmm.
as Europe. Like the infrastructure is really support,
Mm-hmm.
transportation, insurance, public
Yeah.
health, and etc. is really support you. And then Poland is one of uh, the last cases in Poland has a very minor cases, like is a very
Mm-hmm.
safe, one of the very safe country, I think. Like
Mm-hmm.
if we compare with France or
Yeah.
Spain or Netherlands, it's
Mm-hmm.
much more safer.
Mm-hmm.
Based on my experience,
Yeah.
like yeah, and then the people is really helpful, like
Ah.
uh, maybe uh, and then they are really mm, something interesting that why I come with Poland, like they are really uh, much more of them like family
Familiar.
family people, like
Friendlier.
family, like
Ah.
they're like um they like gather with their family everywhere, like
Ah.
fam maybe family men and family women, like it's
Ah.
easier. And then like uh, the people in Poland is very kind, I think.
Yeah.
But maybe that there are some issues about that because
So,
yeah.
so what about negative side, but
I don't say that it's negative side, but I'm
Maybe.
not saying it's negative, but maybe something need to improve, like in the future. Something will be improved in the future, like
Uh,
because of the background of Poland is very homogeneous, like
yeah.
homogen. So they have maybe dark history with Nazi or with
Uh,
Russia under Russia pressure. So
yeah.
they have like high self-defense. If
I see.
they don't know people, if they meet people at the first sight, maybe like they are not really friendly. But
Mm,
if they already know you, they're really caring people and
mm.
family people and very friendly people. So maybe
Okay.
at the first time it's not really something like that.
Okay. So what about culture shock, when you were in
Culture shock.
Poland? Yeah.
Yeah. When the first time I came to Warsaw, it's very rare to find like it's very hard to find like place to pray. But
Ah.
luckily, my mm, vice rector at university has
Mm-hmm.
a very strong connection with many university of Indonesia. So
Uh,
she really know about Islamic culture in Indonesia. So
uh,
when I tell them our problems, she prepare us place to pray for the Muslim students. And then something interesting after I got that, like maybe
mm-hmm.
me and my other friends is the first people who wearing hijab.
Yeah,
Even
yeah, yeah.
there are some students from Islamic country like Afghanistan, Kyrgyzstan. They
Uh,
don't wearing
uh,
hijab. I don't know what
okay.
it's depend on them. But
Uh,
luckily, um, hijab is luckily that they start to know us like and become
uh,
the to to promote that the issues of terrorism and extra is still like
uh.
in Europe whatever that, but it's become like our um, our it's become like one of our we try to become like
Uh,
a good agent of good student of Muslim to promote that Muslim is not that we come with peace, and then
yeah.
sometimes media is different that the fact something
Mm.
like that.
Yeah, but as we know, as the general people here, most of people here always assume that Poland is not too advanced instead of other European countries like Germany, France, and the others. And people here always think that Poland is quite skeptical, quite very sensitive in many issues about maybe the valuation issues, about the human rights issues. Everything is like quite sensitive there. If we compare with other countries in Europe, is that true or not? But
Mm, we cannot say is that we have to find what the reason before
mm-hmm.
we judge
Yeah.
why they become there. It's
Mm-hmm.
not all of them, but there are particular
Yeah.
people
People.
organization. Yeah, it's like similar like in Indonesia, the group, like fanatic
Uh,
group in Indonesia who haven't
yeah.
like it's common in every country, I think.
Yeah.
But maybe the reason why the escalation of the sensitive issue of Muslim in Poland
Mm-hmm.
is a increasing. It's a cause of migration issues. So many migrants come there, so
Uh-uh.
they feel don't safe. Like what many people come to the country, like a foreigner coming to my country when and then maybe
Uh,
uh, the the media propaganda and etc. But
yeah.
at the end time that I came to Poland like the earlier 2020, I
Mm-hmm.
feel that Poland has Poland has much more connection with the many countries, and then
Ah.
much of them is a Muslim country like Turkey, Kyrgyzstan, like Central Asia, like
Mm-hmm.
cooperation in education and in research and in
Mm.
economic. And Indonesia, one of the many Indonesian workers can work there.
Uh-uh.
We have a cooperation under the previous ambassador, Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Gonta.
Yeah.
He signed agreement with Poland government,
Mm-hmm.
and then open opportunity for Indonesian worker there go there.
Ah,
So
okay.
at the earlier 2020, I feel that much more people from Muslim country uh, I can see with much more women with hijab at the
Ah.
mall or at the
Ah.
street, and
Ah.
then and do you know in Poland has a Tartar
What is
ethnic.
that?
Tartar
Tartar.
ethnic Tartar ethnic
Mm-hmm.
is the original Muslim ethnic from Poland.
Ah, I
So
see.
yeah,
I
so
see.
Poland has a history with Muslim. If
Mm-hmm.
the ethnic Muslim ethnic in Poland called Tartar.
Mm-hmm.
Then during the Poland expansion from Russia or from Germany,
Uh-huh.
Tartar is one of the ethnic who support them to
Yeah.
fight them. Tartar is like artisan with support them to fight with the Germany,
Ah,
and
I
then
see.
so
I see. I
so
see.
they have a history with Muslim, and then Tartar mosque is one
Mm-hmm.
of is the oldest mosque in
Oh, the most
Poland.
info. Okay. So, but it means that you didn't have any bad treat from the Poland people, right?
Yeah, but sometimes like sometimes like on the street, like people, I think they don't know about Muslim. They don't know about, or they
Uh,
only like show in the media. Sometimes,
uh,
but it's not really common like. But I live in an education environment, like
uh,
when many people educated, well educated, so
well
they know
educated.
about that, and then they much more open minded.
Ah, I see. I see. So, Bob, it's very interesting to talk with you until 42 minutes.
Oh,
We still have slight time again. But
yeah,
anyway, you were in Poland and you were living in Poland with your husband and also with two children.
yeah.
Yeah. How did you maintain that? I mean, it's really very difficult. You are mother, and you also have such entrepreneur as is ship in your country in Lombok, and you also study there in Poland. You also treat your husband. You also try to take care of your children. And how did you
Yeah,
maintain that?
yeah. Uh, just do it like something. If I just do it, not don't thinking too much.
Hmm.
That's my uh, yeah. I think that if I think that
Hmm.
I overthinking about that, if you just do it and don't think too much, and I can pass it, and everybody
Oh,
can pass it.
okay, that's good.
Yeah, and then
Anyway,
we will
uh,
find our own way. Like, don't thinking
okay.
too much, just do it. You will
Yeah.
find your own way to solve your own problem.
And anyway, were your children okay with the weather in the Poland, which is like it's quite it's totally different with Lombok. The Lombok is very hot, right? And then I don't know, we never face like a cold weather in Lombok, but your children are actually is like still very I mean, like still cute ones, and then they facing like the fall weather in the Poland. Are they were they okay with that?
They're really okay with that. Maybe like
Ah,
one or the first 2 weeks,
yeah,
the adaptation process. But after that, my sons,
yeah.
my first child, every time, every day, he want to go back to Poland. I want to go
Ah.
back to Poland, mom. Like then he crying, he very he stressed. I want to, I want to find my school buses
Yeah.
going to ice cream. Like it's easier to get ice cream and cheese and I'm sometimes I'm really stressed. Like when he are sometimes ngambek. I want to go to back to Poland, mom. Yeah, they really enjoy living in Poland and the weather.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So, Baika, it relates into your one of your article, yeah, one of your book, The Power of Mama, which is it's also about how the mother can control everything, and it relates into your experience. How did you find the idea from that book?
Uh, to be honest, those
Yeah,
book is based on my experience when I
uh,
run like a PKBM local organization,
yeah,
and then in those books, I meet many women with many experience.
sis.
Say what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned from the success story, and then at
Mm-hmm.
that time I got I got the uh, award based on my experience. I got award from Indonesian Ministry of Education based on my
Uh-huh.
activity as
Mm-hmm.
a women practitioners. There are
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
10 people who got their awards each year. So I got
Okay.
opportunity. Post the opportunity they support art to write the book and they
Mm-hmm.
publish the book. So the book is based
Uh,
on my experience after I got the award from Indonesian Ministry of Education.
okay. So anyway, but how can I get that books?
Ah, I will got
Is
you,
that
but
published? Is that
it's
published?
already published. It's
Uh-huh.
already published, but in 2018, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But is not I will try to find another is not republished until it's republished and it's indie publishing by Indonesian Ministry of Education. But if you want
Mm-hmm.
to get that I think I have another extra one at home. I can send it to
Ah,
you if you want.
thank you very much. Anyway, Baika, it's already is 47 minutes, and I have taken your time for so long because I know that you are busy. But before I
Fun.
hear your last statement, and I'm so impressed about your story, your very great story, and I hope that everyone here who listen our podcast can take the lesson why this can be happened to everyone. So before that, I would like to resume about our talk. Maybe in here there are a lot of people who cannot listen from the beginning until the last. Okay, guys. So this is the example from my senior. She graduated from the Brawijaya University in International Relations, and then she continued to study in Indonesia University for International Relations major. And then after that, she has like the gap year before she continued for another master degree level. She got the funding by a government from the Nusa Tenggara, yeah, Nusa Tenggara Barat Lombok, and she got the opportunity to continue her study in master degree for in Poland, which is as she said to us that she really made this experience to be like the first experience among Indonesian people who maybe pursue for international atmosphere from the other countries. So as the mother, she still can pursue for the scholarship. She also can maintenance for her also can maintain to be the lecturer, and oh my God, then she can do a lot of things. This is the example of the power of mama in the reality, guys. So, my God, before we close this podcast, can you give the last statement to other people here? In order, the purpose why I create this Cerita dari Seberang is actually for the sustainable usefulness to the others. So maybe we can share this usefulness to the others by your last statement.
Okay. If you have a dream, uh, don't afraid to catch it. Just do it, and you will find your own way to catch your dream.
Okay. Thank you very much, Baika. Thank
Thank
you
you,
very much for your time.
Evan.
Thank you
Thank
also
you
for
so
your
much.
effort and also opportunity. And I hope that someday, if I have opportunity and this pandemic is over, I can visit
Yeah,
you in Lombok.
sure. I will
Sure.
waiting for you. Yeah. Okay. Good luck for you too, Evan. Good luck for
Thank
your
you.
next
Thank you.
plan.
Yep. Thank you very much. Thank you, Baika.
Welcome. Bye bye.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Bye.
wabarakatuh.
Okay. Okay, that's actually my podcast today. I hope that there is such thing that we can take from our from these lessons. We have to pursue our dream no matter what. I mean, like we only live once, should be adventurous or something like that. So thank you very much for you guys who still joining this podcast, and thank you also for always support me as I am. Bye bye.